we're gonna actually start working on this. The tail actually looks pretty good just sitting by itself. The bottom at least. I mean, there's a few little knobs and things under there. Obviously some holes. But for the most part it actually has a nice little shape to it. It's made of metal, so I thought about usually like cutting through here and putting lights. I don't know, we're gonna see what we're gonna do. I'm probably also gonna end up cutting off like that pigtail there right here, so I can use just that to clip into the stock wiring, but I'll have my own lighting for it. And I'm probably gonna end up doing the same for the signals. And we'll see. I will end up probably eventually using the license plate light, but I don't know. We'll see when we actually get there. Alright guys, it was at this moment that I realized that I messed up. Somehow I managed to keep all the clips that were me commenting on the things I'd already done, but all the clips of me actually doing the work were somehow deleted. And then I reset my computer because it wasn't allowing me to upload footage from my camera to the computer for the next video. Anyway, so this video is going to be a lot of the commentary and not a lot of the action shots, so I apologize for that. Hopefully next time I won't screw it up quite so bad. So there we go, we got the first little cuts done. Obviously there's a lot more to go. This whole bottom section has to go. This needs to be cleaned up. I'll use a sander probably for that just to get it nice. But I kind of wanted to just put it on there to see where I'm at. Make sure I don't go too far on anything. Doesn't feel like it's on at all. One sec. So it's still a little bit of a problem. This doesn't come all the way up. That little piece of plastic there did. So maybe I shouldn't have cut all of that off. Although it doesn't actually. It just kind of hides it better. But I still want to use it for the back section. So maybe I'll just cut the entire thing off. Except for... I might use this section as a mating surface for some Lexan just to go down underneath, and then I'll probably use that again, the muffler thing, to go here, cut it off like right here. I might like stick some LEDs in there for brake lights as well as back here. Maybe I'll put signals there, I don't know. And then from there I'll just do Lexan kind of all the way down and then on the bottom as well. Although I'll probably end up using, oh dang, I forgot about that. It doesn't matter. Pretty much, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, there is two spots here for, well, not bolts, but they're pressed in things, whatever they call them, pressed in clips. I will figure this out. Obviously, besides all the heat wrap stuff in there, it's starting to take shape a little bit. I might trim this back even more and just get rid of this whole piece here. I don't actually need this. I just need the bottom part to mate to a piece of Lexan that's going to go from here just pretty much down to where that bottom piece meets. And this hopefully will just all hold it together while I'm trying to do that. We will see. I'll probably obviously just try to tack it like here and like over here, and then I'll take it all off and I'll just use some Plasti-Weld on the inside there. And we'll see what I can do. Alright, so that's kind of what I got up to. I actually put the tail lights that I'm going to be using on the bike, which you can't see because it's behind here right now. I'll show you that later. I kind of plan to cut out a piece here so the light comes through. I'm just trying to figure out how to cover that, if I want to use Lexan and try to cover it. The problem is the Lexan I have is a little bit too thick. It won't conform very well. I obviously can heat it up. Then the issue becomes, can I keep it hot while it dries with the Plasti-Weld? Anyway, the other thing I got, so basically all under here, under the bottom of the seat, I've got this kind of all set up. You can see where that seam is that I cut. Perfect mounting spot for the Lexan to go from here down to the bottom section. I need to trim more of this up, obviously, but I could actually probably leave it right where it is. I'm not sure how to look. I still think it might be a little thick, but not much I can do about that. And then this is the front piece, so that kind of sits like that. it can move around a lot more. That's where the exhaust used to go. It's not bolted tight on, that's why it's wobbling so much. I figure I haven't decided yet, get a piece of Lexan, stick it in here, and then I could put taillights in there too. So I have this, and then that could also be tail and signal. I basically got these LED strips that have, you know, right signal, left signal, and then the brake light in there and the running light just all in one unit. So what I figure is I just wrap that same LED strip just along there. It'll have to go a little bit longer because I think it's a bit longer than that. But whatever, it can go all the way around. And then I wire up the brake light and the running light to obviously the normal stuff. And then instead of running right and left signals, I just do both signals to the same thing. So they just kind of light up on the right side. So that's kind of where I am right now. The problem is I kind of want to go a little bit further back maybe. The downside to that is I'm running out of material up here. Like it's only that thick. So if I go back further, I'm going to have less material holding that together there. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm just going to keep on going and figure it out as we go. Another quick helpful tip. If you are trying to make your own like fender eliminator kit, I mean mine's a little bit more complicated just because of the type of bike I had. But basically all bikes, well any Yamaha I've ever had anyway, and I think even my Suzuki had something like this little bracket for the license plate, bolted into, where did it bolt? I don't even know where it bolted now, guys. Oh, bolted into those two spots there. So it kind of gives you a little bracket to put your license plate wherever you want. On my old YZF, I pretty much just bolted it into the bottom like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that with my new one because of the fact that it has a metal subframe right underneath. The other thing is, obviously, that's slightly illegal, and also this will be kind of in the way of my exhaust where I plan to mount it. So I need to figure out a spot for that. I'm not sure. The other thing is, yeah, you may have to bend it down or whatever a little bit. But I don't want it in the way of my exhaust, so I'm going to have to figure out either, I'm going to have to mount it under my exhaust, which will be in the way of my tire, or I'm going to have to try to figure out, like, do a side mount or something. I don't know. I'm still going to have to look into this and try to figure out exactly what I want. But so far, it's coming along pretty good. Alright, so there we go. Second wrap on this pipe. Obviously, I haven't trimmed these yet. I'm doing 2 at each end just to be extra secure. It's still not quite the same size as this pipe. This pipe is definitely bigger, but all that extra wrap did help. It is quite a bit bigger. Whatever, it looks actually really good now. So I'm not too worried. The other thing I could do is do a couple double wraps around both these pipes to go into the Y. Not a lot of room there though, so I don't know if I'm actually going to. I guess maybe I should just for the sake of that thing. Even if I just do like 1 or 2. I don't know. We'll see. Other than that, that's all I'm going to do for today. So, got the wrap done. Cut all these fairings just roughly. I'm going to have to do some sanding with a belt sander to get these all nice and smooth. And then I'm going to have to cut some Lexan to mount it up and try to figure out where I need this, if I want to go farther back, if I want to do a light in there. I'm not even sure what size that is. It's probably like a 2-inch or 5-inch, 5-inch diameter. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I'll have to get like a hole saw and cut out a piece of Lexan that fits that. Other than that, I don't really need, because it pretty much actually, right where I have it now, matches up pretty nicely with where that ends. So once I put the Lexan in here, I'll put it in a little ways, and then the Lexan can go on there, and maybe I'll just plastic weld them together, and then I'll sand it all up, and I'll have to paint it. So I'll have to get rid of all this tape, which will be a pain. Although, like I said, I might just be getting rid of all this anyway. So, we'll see. I like to do a little bit at a time, and then think about it, and the next day I'll figure out more. Alright guys. That's where I'm going to end this video. Again, I apologize that there's no action shots of me actually cutting into the plastic or anything like that. I've actually completely changed my mind on the entire rear end, and I have a new idea for how I'm going to cover the bottom part of the bike, and I will upload that in a new video as soon as I get the chance. I think it'll turn out a little bit better, and then hopefully it won't look quite as chunky on the back, but again, we will see. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this upload. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Like I said, we got this MT-01, I got my Beetle, I got my Jetta, which you've probably seen in the garage. It's kind of torn apart. My brother's Triumph, my brother's 300ZX, my brother's wife's BMW. So many different projects we have planned here. If you guys enjoy, subscribe now, and you'll get to see all that kind of stuff when we get to it. So hopefully this summer we get to do a lot more with driving. We're both kind of getting bored and, what is it, cabin fever just from being inside winter all the time. Maybe next year we should just take a trip in the middle of the winter down to the States with our bikes or something. That might be a plan that we should actually do. Anyway guys, thank you very much. I will see you guys later.